major news. Diana Taurasi has officially retired. Wow. I know she's in her 40s, but I didn't see it coming because and I think you and I, Freddie, were talking about this just on our own. Like, we didn't think it would go down like this. We kind of saw her having a Sue Bird like farewell tour, saying goodbye to the fans and all of that. But apparently, according to her interview with Time Magazine, she just decided at around New Year's that she was done. Freddie, you had this really great observation about this is why we think Brittany left, which makes so much sense now. Cause like that was kind of the more shocking part of Brittany Griner leaving the Mercury was like, oh,
Yes.
like, how is she like leaving Diana? They're like so close. But now that we know that Diana isn't coming back, all of the moves that the Phoenix Mercury made make so much sense now. And to lose such a huge cornerstone of your franchise, I mean, they've done a lot to be ready to win now. Like they're not going to really like skip a huge beat or have like a huge rebuild. So good on them. But for now, Freddie, let's talk about Diana a bit. I mean, she was my favorite. This is why I picked the Phoenix Mercury as my home team, even though we're both Torontonians. I did that for her. I'm going to miss her tons.
I'm going to miss her so much. I think she is just such a central figure of the league. But we've seen some greats go. Now we've seen Sylvia
Mm.
Fowles, we've seen
Sue Bird,
Sue Bird, and obviously Candace
Candace,
Parker last
yeah.
year. But this is like the end of the like standing goat era.
Yes.
And obviously there's like Brittany Griner at some point, but she still seems like she has like a decent amount of playing left. And I don't think Brittany's in goat territory anyhow.
No, and
So
she's younger. She's young.
yeah, right. I think she's 33, and it just seems to me like this is really the ending of the era. Like especially with like the torch being passed to Caitlin, and
Mm.
obviously players like Asia and Nafisa, and being like the heads of the league right now. This seems to me like it's just such a torch passing of a league, and like where I think a big part that longtime W fans are going to remember Diana for is like, she held the league down in a time when things were rough, and she really paved the way for what we're seeing now and what we're going to see.